Specifically, I think it's been the opportunity to really delve into family engagement. Dr. Gwendolyn Webb-Hassan and Carl Hassan have come to our building and actually conducted some walkthroughs and done some model lessons with our staff, and that has been just monumentally insightful for some of our staff. So the walkthrough is really about whether or not we're capturing what I would define as the essence of cultural responsiveness. In other words, is the culture of every child in the classroom first and foremost in what we do, in how we prepare our lessons, in how we set up our classrooms, in how we interact with the children, both instructionally and socially in the hallways. What Dr. Webb-Hassan and Mr. Hassan are helping us do is now go into a deeper structure. So it's one thing to have the kids represented in the classroom. It's another to be able to represent them in your instructional materials. And then there's a deeper level of interaction that is both relational as well as instructional that really then is what engages the children in their learning process and gives them that sense of identity and belonging in the learning process. And those are the shifts I'm beginning to see this year that have just been remarkable. And very honestly, probably the greatest thing I'm seeing is the pushback. Is the struggle. There's, Frederick Douglass said, without struggle there is no progress. And so I really believe that at the moment we're struggling the most with who we are in relationship to this work and how we're educating children, the more we struggle with that, the more real and authentic is going to be the outcomes that we produce. What I think CREATE does that I haven't seen in other initiatives is it really represents this not as a package, but as a process. And it's not something that, as Ron Dunlap said this morning, can't give you a binder. And if you follow these steps, then when you're done, you'll be culturally responsive. It provides a framework that is real and authentic, but really lets you know that the work really has to come from you and your school and your building and your district. But here, we'll provide these resources, and we're really going to tell you how it is. We're really going to tell you that here's the data, and here's what it really means. And that if you want to make a difference, it's not going to come from an initiative. It's going to come from the hard work that you're going to do that we, CREATE, is going to support you in accomplishing. If you are a white parent and in our school, what you are recognizing is that your child is now truly being exposed to an instructional process that represents our society as a whole and provides tools for your child, who may be white, in the classroom in order for them to be able to truly identify, embrace, and interact with kids who are different from them in a much more meaningful and authentic way. If you are an African American parent and have an African American child in our school, what we hope you're seeing and what we hope you're feeling is not only that your child has a greater sense of themselves, a sense of empowerment for who they are and their fit and their value in their educational process, but also from a school's perspective that you are feeling engaged by us. When we look at family involvement, we really look not at what we need from our families in order to educate their children, but who do we need to be and what do we need to bring families in order for them to be able to support their children's learning.